to my lounge. I'm making one of these movies. They have to be very quick, very spontaneous, because I am a busy woman, actually. And these are an accident. They only started because I was making a movie for a friend, and at the end I told her about vaping. So I thought, if I clipped that off the end of the movie to her, that it would be okay as a sort of promoting vaping video. So I uploaded that on YouTube. Since then I've made some more, but they have to be spontaneous and quick. I'm a very busy person, and I need to do them all one shot. So if they've got errors in them, I'm not cutting it out. I haven't got time for that. I haven't got time to pop about making videos. I love making videos. I've never made them on myself. I've always made them on other people, events, my animals, my pets. And so those I spend a long time on, and I edit them, and they're all done as beautifully as I can possibly make them. But these are just quickies, and I see most of them are coming up at about 7 minutes. That's a complete accident. I don't plan that what will happen. It just happened like that. So I don't know how long this will be. Maybe 7 minutes too. I see I've got a recording thing on this computer. It actually tells me how long I've been talking for, but I've never looked at that before. But I need to tell you some things about vaping, because I'm a lifetime smoker, and you know I have managed to change almost entirely from smoking to vaping. It's very nice, very comforting. But I think when you start changing from cigarettes to vaping, we are told that we are only addicted to the nicotine in cigarettes. But I don't think that's true. I think we've also had a belt of arsenic and all the other poisons from the smoke in the cigarettes that we're inhaling, and our bodies are used to that too. Our bodies are used to being poisoned. So if you start vaping, now and again there'll be probably an urge to have a proper cigarette. What is in a proper cigarette? Well, all the poisons. And I think that is what our bodies are missing. It certainly was that for me. I had cigarettes and I was vaping. But gradually I was vaping more than smoking. And then I discovered that if I had a cigarette, I was supremely disappointed in it. It didn't seem to do me anything. It didn't do anything for me. And in fact, I remember one cigarette I had, it just made me feel dizzy and tired. And I don't feel that with vaping. So, in a way, we're not just addicted to the nicotine. Remember, these are my own ideas. I'm no scientist. I'm just an old lady observing things. So, I do think this feeling that we're missing something in the beginning that we got from cigarettes is really true. We got all the poisons from cigarettes. And so now and again, maybe to take a bit of poison in the beginning is all right. It reminds our bodies what we're missing when we vape. Now I have to thank everybody who is following me. I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised that anybody's watching these videos at all, because they're really quite a joke. They're just a spin-off from the first one, and then I made another one, and then people wrote to me and I made another one. And so these are some observations about vaping. If you vape and you go out and you share your new vaping hobby with people, they're very interested. I've had people stick their noses into that cloud of vapor, which to them looks like smoke, and they say, "Oh, I can't smell anything at all." Well, of course they can't, because it's not smoke from a burning object, it's simply water vapor. I had someone say, "Oh, it's not good to inhale water vapor all the time. Surely that can't be good for you." So I said, "Oh, you must never take a bath, don't go in the shower, and definitely don't do a sauna." So they looked at me in surprise. And somebody else said, "And don't go into the kitchen either. And don't breathe when you're boiling the kettle." I think there are other things in the vapor, and scientifically nobody's done any testing yet. I'm sure they will. And there will be flavorants and other things, but basically the vapor's coming from the glycerine. And glycerine is commonly used in cooking. Mind you, we are digesting and eating that. It's used in makeup. It's a non-poisonous thing. An asthma pump works on the same principle. When you pump the asthma pump, you breathe in the water vapor on which is the medication, and it's delivered through your lungs. The lungs are a very quick way of delivering medication. So I also had a chap last night who said, "Oh, when I smoked, I had to paint my ceiling every year." I thought, wow, he must have smoked a lot. I've been a lifetime smoker and I've never painted my ceilings. Well, they have been painted, but not because of my smoking. Mind you, the last 14 years I've just rolled little home-rolled cigarettes. And I thought that way I could control the amount I smoke. I also used to smoke natural tobacco, because God knows what they put in tobacco. But natural tobacco has no additives in it. And so if you roll your own cigarettes, you can make a small one, a thick one, a long one, a thin one, and that way you have some control on the amount of tobacco you smoke. And that was my phone. How annoying. Anyway, I've sorted that out, and now we continue. I was telling you how with rolled cigarettes that you can control the amount you're smoking. With commercial cigarettes that are full of junk and extra poison, much more than what is just in a tobacco leaf. I don't know how you can control that, except sort of put them out halfway through. My sister does. What a waste. She spends loads of money on smoking and throws half her cigarettes away. But in those cigarettes there's much more poison and horrible stuff that goes into the lungs. Whereas in vaping and an electronic cigarette, the poison is cut down. It has to be better for you, and I definitely feel better for vaping rather than smoking. What else haven't I said? I've got distracted now with the phone, and I've got to take my animals out for a walk. I said just now, come on everybody, let's go for a walk, and the dog and the cat leapt up because I take them both, and we got to the door and it was pouring with rain. So we all came back. I thought I'll make one of these quickies, and it's got to be a one-shot, one-off thing, because I haven't got time to be mucking around with the video cam, etc. And so I was just finishing off there and my phone rang. Now I've been distracted. Let me think. Have I told you what I wanted to say? I don't know what I wanted to say anymore. I think what I just wanted to say was that vaping has to be better for you than smoking. It's an easy way to wean yourself off cigarettes. And then if you want to have a cigarette at the beginning, what's wrong with that? Because I think gradually as the poison leaves your body, you will crave a cigarette less and less and be satisfied with the vaping more and more. Well, I think that's how it happened for me. And I'm a very happy vapor. I'm new at it, but I'm learning and I'm enjoying it.